Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while. I know some of you have been wondering when we get back to it. I've seen the comments. Even responded to some of them. Yeah, we've had a bit of a schedule break for a good while, right, man?
Yeah, I mean, I've been stopping most of what I usually do for the past few weeks, in fact.
Yeah, you even had like a few doctor's appointments, I believe.
Yeah, so all kinds of things.
Yeah, so you've been more tired and stuff, while I have all been tired from work. But we're going to try to get back to our normal schedule here. We've been hearing some of your demands. Some of you guys have told us the hentai incident should be next, which I already had planned. Fantastic. So you ready for this, man?
As ready as I can
My
be.
two favorite people on YouTube about to talk of a fun story called the hentai incident.
I swear, every time.
Yeah.
There's gotta be hentai.
Well, yeah, the word runs on hentai. Hell, I'd be fun. I would find it fun voice acting for hentai.
What was that one comment that was
Someone
always...
mentioned hentai?
And in comes his dad. uh, all right, let's get into it.
I got in trouble when I was
There's a lot of stories that you say that begin with "I got in trouble."
He was stern talking to because when I was about 14 years old, my parents called me downstairs and they said, "Zach, we need to talk to you." I recognize that tone of voice. Nothing good ever follows these words.
Every parent has that tone of voice. Uh, like for me, they would shout. My parents would shout out my full fucking name if I did something bad.
Though I feel like my parents pranked me at one point.
Father. I don't think my father's ever called my full name. Only my mother.
Yeah, it's the same with me. Like my dad would just get angry to it. My mom would be the one to call me by my full name.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Point because they called me downstairs and they were like, "We need to talk." I feel like my parents pranked me at one point because they called me downstairs and they were like, "We need to talk to you." And then they revealed that they had bought me a pump action shotgun. And I was like, "Yay! Everything's happy."
Best 12th birthday ever!
I think I actually got a 22 long rifle for my 12th birthday.
Come on!
My parents called me downstairs one day and they said, "Zach, we need to talk to you." And they just had a stack of 7 or 8 pages of hentai printed off of the computer.
Where did you store these normally?
I didn't save any of them. I would print them off. But apparently, in my rush to close down the computer because my parents had gotten home, and I was like, I must scrub all evidence of my misdoings.
Yeah. So
you ever get caught with bored?
Once or twice,
Once or
in
twice.
reality. But with it being my father, it's not that big of a deal.
I was raised by a bit of by a Christian mother and a Catholic dad. So
Me and
I
my
first
father kinda...
I first discovered I was bi when I was like in my teenage years, but I kept it hidden. And when he gave me a laptop and stuff, I was going to like all these websites and stuff that had like trans people for porn and stuff. And when he found out, he was like, "Don't ever go to these sites again."
Jeez. I can only imagine what that was like.
My mother doesn't really care though, but I don't know about my dad. Yeah, suppose I know my mother supports it. But yeah, the only reason I got caught with it is because you know those viruses you would get on those sites back then that said FBI warning.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Those things.
Yeah.
That's the best part is I've never really had an issue with that.
I only had it like once. But
yeah, actually, that might be one of the reasons why my father found me with it, because I had an issue with that. I tried to hide it, but I couldn't. So it's just like,
yeah. But yeah, like the off-brand websites and stuff, you can easily get viruses of that virus back then.
Oh yeah, those were a pain.
Yeah, and like I had no idea what was going on and stuff, and my dad was a tech. It was like sure, and then that's when I found out the history browser was a thing.
Browser history was a thing.
I was still so new to computers back then.
I can understand that. I didn't get introduced properly to computers for that kind of stuff until I was in like middle school, like really for far in middle school, like 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah.
And that was just because before then I was living with my mother, and the computer was hogged by my stepfather at the time, all the time,
Mm.
because both he and my mother didn't technically work.
Although I did say when I went to my grandparents, they had a computer that they only used for online shopping. I would use for those random online games that you would go back to on Nickelodeon, and I kind of got a virus on there of that random dancing lady on the bottom of the screen. Anyways, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Closed it down, but there were still jobs pending.
So the next time they turned on the computer, it just started going blip, 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 and blasting out pictures of
Printer
Tifa just buck naked.
Tentacles everywhere.
Wasn't into tentacles yet.
Yet.
The tentacles would come later,
Yeah.
both literally and metaphorically. The thing was, I don't think they knew what anime was, let alone that cartoons could even be like that. So they were just more confused.
Dude, that's more normal today.
Yeah, this is like completely normal today.
Yeah,
It's like,
I think these
where
guys
you're
are like
looking at-
in their 30s right now because they
Oh, God.
they because Zach here went to the military back when I was in middle school,
Yeah.
and I'm like 26. So these
I'm
guys are
like,
like up to their 30s,
th-
maybe close to their 40s. I don't know how old they are.
I'm gonna be like 29 this year, so Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But yeah, like this is more common today.
Oh yeah, this would be a conversation people would have in the schoolyard at this point.
Yeah, I mean, hell, there's even I got I got like at least like one lewd art drawing of my model.
Yeah, I've had at least one as well. I think a couple.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Shit's great.
What is this? Why are these cartoon women naked? What are we looking at here? Can you explain this?
What? How did you explain it to them?
I think I was just so traumatized by the event of my parents finding some of my porn that I blanked most of it from my memory.
And that was when clever Zach had an idea, a most devious idea. He said to his parents, "Oh, mother, these are instructional drawings on how to behave around women. Were I a tentacle monster? I'm learning.
I'm learning." Don't print these out anymore. Whatever you're doing, stop. No.
No more of this, please.
No more of this, please. I did get caught at one point because this was before I knew about search history or like the internet browser.
The same problem I had.
Yeah, same. I had that problem too at one point.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just like
God.
a lot of us didn't know that was a feature.
That's why if you have kids, don't tell them. Don't teach them anything. If they don't learn.
Dude, like the amount of fucking trouble that would have saved me back to finding where I left off on the anime I was watching.
Oh God, yeah, that actually would have helped.
That would have helped me so much. Because like I used to go to Just Dubs all the time back when I would watch anime.
Oh, I forget what I went to, but it was like this. Oh fuck! It was one of those sites that had like Chat Tango attached to it.
God damn. Yeah, like
Yeah,
these were sites we used when we were small.
Yeah.
Now we got shit like Crunchyroll and stuff. Yet again, Crunchyroll is horrible at labeling the maturity level of their animes. Hint, hint, Goblin Slayer.
Yeah. No,
That shit was TVMA. But no, they labeled it PG-13.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I gotta say that I like to watch on I don't like Crunchyroll and shit like that.
God,
They just don't do it right.
we're only 2 minutes into this shit.
And
We already got so much to stop on.
Their history.
Yeah.
They found out that I had gone to a bunch of
Fuck.
pornographic websites.
Gasp.
Not hentai, pornographic websites.
Double gasp. With actual women this time.
I remember one of them had covered herself in spaghetti sauce
Kinky.
in a
What?
sensual manner.
Not even marinara sauce. Disgusting.
Disgusting. It was chunky.
Whore! Your parents were mildly happy.
And that's
that
a whole new flavor of eating
real
now.
this time.
This was before
Oh.
the hentai incident, which shall ever be referred to as the hentai incident.
The tentacle apocalypse.
There weren't any tentacles in it.
Okay.
It wasn't until later. One of them, Tifa was wearing a cattail, and the cattail was going places, but it wasn't a tentacle. I seem to remember lots of images of Tifa, even though I didn't like Final Fantasy VII. I think I just like Tifa.
Yes.
Who doesn't
Why
like
wouldn't
Tifa?
you? She's the protagonist, isn't she? I don't know. I've not played that game.
I don't know. I've never played it. Why does a computer say that it went to these pornographic websites?
I had to say Tifa beat a dummy mommy in Final Fantasy.
oh god, that is my.
And I said, "Oh no, I am such a young and innocent boy. I was on this website here that talks about Star Wars, and there's this advertisement here, and it just started popping up things for this
Oh
website.
my god.
Because pop-ups are a thing. Boy, they sure are.
That was such a bad thing for getting game websites. You ever went to GameSpot when you were a kid?
No, I went to things like Newgrounds.
So GameSpot basically talks about and shows you existing games for consoles and PC and stuff. I went to that website quite often just to see about and read about games when I was younger. And then there were all these pop-ups on the side. If you clicked on one, this one led you to a porn site. If you click on this one, it led you to a porn site with big titties. Eventually, they got their shit together and they cleaned it all up.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised
Jeez.
about it, but that became my activity when I was 9. Jesus. I
Oh my
kept
God.
GameSpot as like my hidden activity. And then that computer got full of viruses.
It started popping up. It certainly was not me, your good and innocent child. And they bought it. And they went, "Okay, well, don't go to that website anymore." And I said, "Of course, my dear parents, I would never do such a thing." And then the next night I was down there looking at porn on the computer again.
But it always was the worst when you got an actual virus or something on your
yeah.
computer that would cause those
God.
pop-ups to appear nonstop.
Oh, jeez.
That was a real plague back in the day.
That's how I learned how to fix things on computers, because something like that would happen, and I'd be like, "I don't know what the hell to do," and so I'd go on.
This naked lady keeps popping up every 5 minutes. This is not good.
This is not what I'm supposed to have happen. This laptop is only supposed to be for schoolwork.
And we're not at the chapter
School.
where we study naked ladies having sex. This is a microbiology class.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble. We had the kid's laptop that was a Toshiba laptop. It was
Toshiba.
a massive piece of garbage,
I had
but it
one
went
of
on the
those or
internet.
something.
And something would happen on it, and I would be like,
Oh, boy.
"Oh shit!" Close the laptop, hide it somewhere, and then go onto the family computer and be like, "Pop-ups not stop happening. How fix?" And it's like, yeah, just hit Control, Delete, and just like close the program down. Oh my god! Open the laptop up. Suddenly, I turn into a hacker, and I'm just bashing away at keys.
It's crazy how much porn runs the universe.
It's the Hentai Hour. My name is Zach. Welcome to the Hentai Hour. This week's offering is by the
That needs to be turned into an actual fucking podcast.
That would be great.
The hentai hour.
All things hentai are discussed.
Yeah.
mangaka Dr. P. It's a really excellent story about a young boy who falls in love with a girl from his school who he wrongfully assumes is a member of the Yakuza.
That's an
Is that
actual
a real
thing.
thing?
That is a real thing. It's one of my favorite ones.
Okay. I don't have a favorite. I like
So-
them all.
The problem with hentai, it's very rarely these two characters are in love. Also, they have sex in this story.
That you could stop right there, and it'd be enjoyable for a lot of people.
Hentai comics that are like that are great because it's just like I'm really happy that these two characters are in love and they get to consummate their relationship.
Look at these two human beings enjoying life together, sharing a sensual, candid moment with each other. Not every hentai needs to show the penis from the vagina's point of view.
That's always kind of weird. The ones that I don't like is it's like, oh, look at this young couple.
Before he goes to that, that's something that I always wonder, like, why the fuck did they do that?
I don't know.
Like, it doesn't have to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
You could just show it from the outside. Normally.
People in love, they care about each other so much. And also, here's this big fat ugly guy who's just gonna steal this girl away because
I cannot.
The
I
ugly
do not like-
bastards.
Well, no, I just don't like NTR in general. I don't like it.
Dude,
It's
like,
not good.
a random ugly bastard comes out of nowhere and cucks the handsome dude.
It's just not my thing, because...
It's fucking, it's awful.
because he knows some information about her. God damn it! I don't want to read this anymore.
Same damn
There
thing
is a
every time.
problem with porn in general, where there's too many guys involved. There's a one woman and one guy, still too many guys. You don't have to make him 300 pounds, though.
God, we are just getting so far into talking about hentai.
Because when you make him 300 pounds, but the girl's only 100, that means 75% of the sex is guy.
Yeah, this is great. Look how in love these two characters are. Who's this big fat guy? What the fuck is happening? No! If one of the
That's the way
people
I
in the
feel.
porn does not look like they're having a good time, I am out.
Yeah,
I do not want to have anything
Half
to
of
do with
Asia's
that.
porn.
fair enough.
I've watched porn before and been like, yeah, I can get into this. I have watched a porn.
How dare you, Zach?
Tonight's big news. Zach watched a porn. I have watched
Millions of lives have been shattered.
millions dead.
What chain of events went from...
Apparently it was the porn that summons Cthulhu.
Oh, okay.
Is
all
it the
familiar
hot
with that.
Cthulhu?
You watch just the right amount of tentacle porn when the stars align and Cthulhu will emerge from the dreaming city of Relef and lay waste to mankind.
Ugh, the Necronomicon.
Necronomicon.
Okay, that was
Uh,
real good.
Yeah.
Shit.
yeah,
Oh.
my two favorite people always have interesting banter.
I really hope they do make the Hentai Hour, or someone does. That would be fucking great.
Oh my god, the hentai hour. Shit's so stupid, but it's great.
a
Ah,
great idea.
But yeah, like, damn. This video was only 8 minutes long, but we stopped to talk every once in a while.
And it turned into almost 30 minutes.
Almost 20, actually.
Almost 20, Jesus.
Anyways, yeah, we went off quite a bit. But yet again, there was just quite a few things to stop on because there's quite a few of those things you can relate to.
both of us are just about the same age, so yeah, we could both relate.
Yeah, almost. You're like, what, 3 years older?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah. I'm going to be 26
'cause-
in like 3 months.
Yeah, you're gonna be 26 in like 3 months, and in like 4.5 months, I'm gonna be 29.
Actually, I guess it would be 2 months because it's going to be in March.
Mine's in June, so yeah, we're only like a few months apart.
Anytime. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have been reading your comments. I know we've been gone for quite a while, but hopefully we're going to keep back up to the schedules and try to get some stuff out. We just had a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
So, like always, stay good, stay strong, keep venturing. I'll catch y'all later.